I'm Scott L. Miller. This is the 25th of September 2021. This is the Sheep Guarding Llama vlog. Welcome to the show, and sorry for the noise of the dog in the background. Whenever I talk in a full voice, she gets very excited and has to jump off the couch and see what's going on and make lots of noises. In today's episode, we're actually starting the video using the dash cam, or the dash cam mode, of the GoPro mounted to Leo's taxi. We started in downtown Leon. We are filming this on the road to Managua. I've done this several times before. None of these are what I would consider drive warp ready, and so using them as part of the vlog, because sometimes I don't have a lot of footage, or there's just only so much point to looking at me talking, and so I think this is a nice alternative since this is footage from the day. Anyway, today is Saturday. Spent the morning working, lots of work on the book and other things for work as usual. It was a decently busy morning, but not too bad. Today, Leo and I are in the car heading to Managua. We're just running some errands, and we left late in the day. So this is a different video. Normally I get these pretty early in the day, and this one is, I think, about 3 o'clock that the video starts, maybe 4 o'clock, and so we're going to see headlights, as you just saw. There's a few here and there, and then it's going to be dark by the time that we arrive in Managua. It's hard to tell from these videos just how slow the road actually moves here in Central America, but the highway speed here is typically around 45 kilometers an hour, not miles per hour. And of course, sometimes you go a little bit faster, but in the video, it looks like you're driving potentially actual highway speeds, but that is in no way the case, not for Americans. Nothing that an American would consider a highway speed. These are actually very slow roads. And so while it takes a little over 2 hours to drive from Leon into Managua, it is actually pretty darn close. I think from Las Penitas, where we live, into Managua is only like 88 kilometers, and yet it takes a good 2.5 hours. Do that math, that is really slow. Now, of course, part of the reason for that is that you have to pass through downtown Leon, which is not a fast city to navigate, in order, and you have to cross the entire city. We enter from the south, slightly southwest corner, and have to go all the way to the north central, turn right, and head east out of the city. So we're navigating all over the city every time, and then get out on this is the main highway that you're looking at, and it is pretty darn slow the whole way. And then there's traffic on top of that, and there's often a police stop on top of that. So it makes the trip take quite a while, even though it is very short. Of course, that is very good for gas mileage, and especially, like, this is a Toyota Yaris that we're in, so it takes extremely little fuel to make this trip. It's a very efficient driving system, which is one of the reasons that they do this. It also allows the roads to be a lot safer, because as you can see, there's a lot of very slow vehicles in the road that you can't avoid having there without going to a wider road. So there's tractors in the road, there's animals in the road, there's people in the road, very old vehicles, motorcycles. A large motorcycle here is 125 cc. So there's a lot of vehicles that just can't get up to speed. So having the lower highway speeds really makes a difference for keeping it safe and efficient in a country where fuel is at a premium and safety can sometimes be an issue. Unfortunately, it also leads to a culture where a lot of people don't wear seatbelts, and obviously they should. We do, but a lot of people don't, and sometimes you get pushback on it, so you kind of have to temper all the things. So this is the very outskirts of Managua. I believe that was Ciudad Sandino, the flashes of lights there. Now, if you've seen my Drive Warp episodes, you'll know that filming in Dallas or Houston in the middle of the night, you get some really cool footage, and it's just absolutely gorgeous going through these big cities in the middle of the night. You also fly through them pretty quickly because of U.S. highway speeds. Here, this is the middle of Managua at this point, and you can see it's very different than an American city at night. There is a decent amount of lights. There's a lot going on. It's a very lively city, and right here, this is the big downtown rotunda. It's still, there's not a lot of high rises. There's not a lot of lights. It's a decently dark place. everywhere. In just a second, we're actually going to get the windshield cleaned, which is kind of interesting because that's something that is done everywhere. Almost every spot you stop a car, there's someone who is essentially homeless or begging or whatever, and they wash your windshield and hope that you'll give them some money, and they just carry around little bottles of water or something and spray it on your windshield by hand, and they have a little squeegee, and they just clean your windshield. And it's what people do everywhere. It happens in Leon. It happens in there. It happens right there. It's really interesting that is just a standard thing. They don't do that anywhere in the U.S. that I've ever seen, and in Nicaragua, it is all over. That is just how they try to earn some money instead of just begging on the side of the road. Of course, a lot of people sell fruit or whatever, but that's the most common that I have seen. Anyway, that is our Saturday. We just run some errands. It was too dark to film anything on the way back. We turned around and we just did a pickup and delivery and straight back. So that was my Saturday, mostly just a utility day. Nice little trip into Managua, and I will see all of you tomorrow.